Hello and welcome to another Colonies gameplay, obviously on BGA, and I will queue up for a game right now. See you in a second. Alright, and there we are. So we have a decision between Credit Core and Ecoline. Generally, Ecoline is not great when playing with Colonies. Also, we're playing on Vasitas Borealis, so one of the new maps. So let's just say we're going with Credit Core. The starting hand doesn't look great. I mean, we have Ice Moon Colony, which is good. Earth Office is a good card. And I guess we're going for Polar Industries. But these other preludes do not really fill me with joy. Lava Flows seems obvious. Huh. Do we take Biosphere support for Agronomist? I don't like that. Probably I'm just going to take Donation. But we don't need starting capital, really. Yeah, I think we can take Biosphere support and use that for Agronomist. Biomass Combustors Corps Online late, but the Power Prod is useful. So I think I'll go with these cards. And let's pick up a card and hope we find something good with it. Electrocat. Not necessarily what I'm looking for either. I want Power Prod to trade and not power hungry cards at the moment. But we're going to take it. Okay, our opponent is playing Phobulog. Starts with Allied Bank and IO Research Outpost. Okay. Let's put down Ice Moon Colony on Pluto, obviously. Put the ocean on here. And draw our cards. Oh my god, Research Colony. Okay, we immediately get that down. Also on Pluto. Okay, that's pretty nasty, I have to say. 2 colonies on Pluto with my first move. And 1 colony on Pluto from my opponent. Okay. Just colonies things, I guess. That's kind of funny. All right. Obviously, we could now trade there with money, but I'd rather not. I'd rather try and find a power prod, save my money for that, so we can start trading with power. We have deep well heating on hand, which is nice, but just playing that now on its own doesn't do much. So I think I'll just pass here. Opponent played Phobos Space Haven. That's a fine card for a 4-work player. Okay, I kind of have to cut asteroid mining, I think. That's pretty nasty for him. We could use robotic to copy our Polar Industries if we want. He likes Lagrange as well. What did he play here? Mine. That's not a good target to be copied by robotic. I don't necessarily need to copy Polar Industries. That's not too amazing. It's not a mohole area or anything. So I think I'd rather cut the Lagrange, which is really good for him. And probably even take it, because we get satellites back. He kept Corona Extractor, which is a good card, yes. It's cheap for him to play. He has 1 science tech already. I think the second round included another... Yeah, he kept the robotic workforce in the second round, So he's up to 2 science techs at least. He needs 4 for Corona Extractor, and that would allow him to trade with power. I think I'll take these 3. I won't do anything this gen. And then next gen I'll get asteroid mining down for the titanium prod. And with that we can then play Lagrange and satellites. And then that will be a 5 prod satellites. Okay, he got Inventor's Guild down, so he's got card draw. That's science tech number 3 we know he's got. I think there's just nothing we do this gen. I don't want to trade to Pluto with money at the moment. I'd rather save my money, get asteroid mining down next gen. Okay. Opponent now. He passed, okay. And I think with the asteroid mining and this like space thing we got going on here, we want to take Ganymede Colony. We don't want to pass that to him anyways. And here I think I'll take Decomposers. Tardigrades is tempting because we got the Extreme Cold Fungus combo for it. Could get that down immediately. But this combo is stronger even though it comes down later. And we don't want to play tardigrades at the moment anyways. We want to spend our money on our development. And we got tardigrades back even. But I still think we just take these 2. Right, and we'll get asteroid mining down. Do we play satellites for 4 prod this gen, or do we wait for next gen to get Lagrange down? And satellites for 5 prod. Basically it takes 4 gens to pay that back. Next gen we're in gen 4, and then it takes gen 8 to pay back. So I think it's worth it to wait. So we'll skip. I could spend money to trade with Ganymede and convert, for example, on the 2 titanium, or probably we should rather convert on the 4 money and 2 plants. He played Cryo Sleep, which is good, but he doesn't have Power Prod yet. I think I'll do that. Pretty cheap way to get 3 plants. Got a little bit of development going. And he played Red Spot Observatory. Now that's 4 science tags and he can play Corona Extractor. The scary thing is if he's got a second trade fleet, the Corona Extractor plus Cryosleep will allow him to trade twice. Convoy from Europa up here makes sense. And there comes Corona Extractor. Yeah. Really cheap power for him. That's quite strong. The other upside of waiting to play satellites is we can now use a bit of titanium on it. Okay, we need to take the peroxide power here, I think. Peroxide power plus deep well heating allows us to trade. He didn't trade last gen. Obviously, he will do this gen. We definitely need to take peroxide. Probably also want to take business contacts with Earth Office on hand. We cut asteroid. I don't think I'll take it in this situation. I want to conserve a little bit of money and just take these two. Gets me down to 24 plus 6 is 30. That's enough to play Lagrange and satellites. Then we have 11 left. We play mineral deposit. We have 6 left. Plus 10 is 16, which is not enough for these two. I'll skip on business contacts probably. Because I want to get this stuff down. I also want to get this stuff down. If I do that, I'm down to 27, 33. 33 minus 19 is 14. 9 plus 10 is 19. That's 20, but we can easily sell ElectroCAD or physics complex. Let's sell physics. Makes more sense. It hurts to not take business contacts with Earth offers in hand, but we honestly will have so much card draw with 2 colonies on Pluto. We got 2 cards here. He will get so many cards though, that's scary. We have discards with physics complex and ElectroCAD. So that's quite nice. Oh, giant space mirror. Well, there we got our power. Now we probably just do that into satellites. Let's get rid of physics. Air raid. Let's not keep that on hand for ages. We need to find a floater card for that before you can play it. Don't think it's worth it. Well, GSM into satellites this gen probably. Maybe we can still play all of the other power prod to try to go for engineer. Let's do GSM. We have Spacefarer. We have Spacefarer before he can get it. That's honestly, we should honestly just take that now. Because he's one tech away from it. That means we can't play satellites this gen without selling a lot, which I don't want, but that's okay. We wait one more gen and get Lagrange down. Then it's a 6 prot satellites. We got our power prot now. We're at 5 prot. If we play peroxide, biomass, and deep well, we're at 10 prot in total, which would allow us to get engineer. Obviously, we're quite far away from being able to play biomass. I won't do mineral deposit into deep well heating now, but I will get my heat bump. I will just skip and pass, I think. He played immigrant here, blocking me. Makes sense. Oh, when you hover over a tile, you can actually see what bonus was below it. That's quite nice. If something like that would also exist in the Steam version. Okay, he played titanium mine. Okay, well, we get trading colony. That's obscene. We're playing that instead of Lagrange. We're playing trading colony into satellites probably. So I wanna probably place trading colony on Ceres and then trade with Pluto this gen. Well, why the heck did he pass me AGT? That's the best card he could have drawn and he passed it to me. Interesting. We only have 2 science techs, but with 2 colonies on Pluto and 3 on there in total, I think we keep AGT. Keep these 2. We have 31, which is enough for trading colony satellites. Let's trade with Pluto. Pay 3 energy. We draw our 3 cards. Now he gets to draw a card. Okay, those are interesting draws. Lunar mining. It's okay with Earth Office. Certainly better than Electrocat in this situation, I think. Although we now have more than enough power prod. I think we can ditch the permafrost. And we can ditch the soil factory. Titanium prod is really useful if you're playing with colonies. So I wouldn't underestimate that. He played rim freighters. Okay, now he can trade for 1 power. Which is quite strong, but the effect of trading colony is better to always increase this. Okay, we definitely want to just place satellites this gen to get a huge boost to our economy. And I think that's it. He will probably trade with Pluto next gen again, and that means we will trade with Ceres. We could have traded with Ganymede this gen to be able to convert, but I'd rather look at more cards at this stage. So let's look at milestones. Agronomist, he's very far away, but we also only have the 1 plant tag from Biosphere Support. Engineer, we're still at 5 prot, he's at 2, so we're leading there as well. Geologist, he doesn't have any tiles next to or on volcanic areas, which are these 4. But we also don't. And then farmer, both of us have 0 microbes or... Oh, toll station, oh no. That's a disgusting toll station. 6 prot. I mean, we played satellites for the same effect, but at least we worked for our space tax, he didn't. So I think we have a good shot on engineer, and then the other milestones are still anyone's to grab. But I don't see myself really faring well on an agronomist, geologist, or farmer. We have kind of killed our without like getting a tile down. I mean, we can play lava flows to teleport away from here. Maybe play lava flows on Uranus Taurus and then grab the 2 cards with the conversion. Could be something we want to do. Ooh, he played robotic and copied titanium mines, so he's now up to 4 titanium prot as Phobolog. And then he played mass converter. And the problem is there's a lot of card draw. He can trade with Pluto every other gen, and he also has Red Spot Observatory. So he can try to find his space tax to pay for titanium, and that's why we need to, if we see something like large convoy in the draft, we just have to cut that. Because that's a high impact space tag that he can play for a ton of points later in the game. We need to cut it, obviously. Then I cut ants because we have decomposers in hand. I don't think I'll keep that. I could keep domed. I'll trade with Ceres this gen. And I have more power prot than I need. And instead of playing lava flows, I could play domed. I'm credit core, so domed is quite nice. Oh, comet, okay. Then domed is even better because I can play domed on Uranus Taurus and still get a conversion out because of the 3 plants it provides. Yeah, I think I like that. And we'll just push geologist quite heavily. So Comet also provided him with oh god, okay, yeah, we should probably push geologist because he's now really close to engineer. Because of mass converter. Traded with Pluto, that makes sense. All right, let's see what we get. I mean, it's kind of valuable for agronomists, but I think that milestone won't be relevant, so let's cut it. Could be useful with Earth Office. It's also kind of late already. Probably lunar mining can go though, because it still costs 8 for just one titanium prod. We just don't have enough Earth tax for this to be relevant. So let's cut that. Okay, now we're at 5 plans. We'll do domed. If we pay just 2 steel, we pay 20 MC. We then have 6. No, we don't have the money to get ElectroCat down this gen. So we can pay all 3 steel. If we get it down here though, could that work? So we also have mineral deposit. I will see if it works. Let's get that down here. And convert our plans. Should we do that on the steel? So no, we should probably work towards the milestone. Let's do that here. Yeah, also we can pick up more steel when trading with Ceres. Okay, there's a bad card that we can cycle. Bad cards to cycle are really useful here because we will have at least 2 cycles each gen. He played protected tabs, that's bad news. Okay, we'll trade with Ceres for 3 energy. Wait, we could have paid, like, we could have paid more steel on domed. I'm a bit of an idiot. But yeah, it's easy to play ElectroCat now. After we trade it. We have the power on hand to just get to 3 power again. Used Inventor's Guild. Take a look at another card. He didn't keep the card though, that's nice to know. And he played Vesta. Yep, bit scary. Okay, he used ElectroCat. We need 1 more conversion to get decomposers down. Mineral deposit into peroxide is probably the play here. Then we can still do Earth Office into import. Probably. We'll be at 2 plants next gen. Means Ganymede is not enough. Trade with Ganymede is not enough to convert, that's what I wanted to say. Okay, he played Atmo Collectors. Interesting. I don't see much of a use case for it. Because he doesn't need the power. We should definitely get lava flows down at the start of the next gen. to prevent him from getting this bonus heat bump easily, because that would allow him to get engineer very easily. Okay. Yeah, Earth Office into this card. Yep. Also gets me a heat bump next turn. If I'm now at 5. If I get this, I'm at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can maybe steal it. Let's get micro milestone. Let's try to steal the milestone. So we do lava flows and trade probably at the start of next gen. And if he then doesn't take the milestone, we do deep well and take it. Viral? I can't do anything with Preds. And I don't have an animal yet. Giving him a colony card is scary as well, but mining colony is not the best, especially at this stage of the game. Viral is just a really good card. Open City is amazing. Let's take that. Preds, let's cut it. Do we take it just because we have large convoy and viral? I don't think so. We will draw a lot of cards still. Let's take these two. Let's do lava flows. On titanium or on a card or on steel. I think we'll do it on titanium. And do I claim geologist immediately? No. Definitely not, because he's only threatening engineer and nothing else. I'll trade with Pluto. I have 20, right? I cannot trade with Pluto and be able to do deep well into milestone. So I can leave Pluto open. I will just I can leave Pluto open. I do lava flows. And I will sell. Because now either he trades with Pluto, steals that trade from me, but then he loses the milestone because then he can't do a production bump plus the milestone, or he takes the milestone and then I get to trade with Pluto. So that's a trade I'm willing to do. All right. Okay, maybe he just activated an Inventor's Guild. Bought one card. Okay, that means we get the milestone. And he used Red Spot Observatory. Okay, no, he cancelled that. He activated Atmo Collectors? Why? Took 2 titanium? Okay, now I'll take the milestone now, but why didn't he trade with Pluto? That's puzzling, but okay. I'm fine with it. Let's take the milestone. Engineer's mine. He doesn't threaten geologist. Yeah, he doesn't threaten any of the other milestones, so we should be able to triple him this way. And if he lets me, I'll just trade with Pluto now. Next gen, I probably want to trade with Ganymede Convert so I can get Decomposer's Extreme Cold Fungus down. Let's me trade with Pluto. I don't get that at all, but okay. I'll take it. Draw my 3 cards first. Glad we got this, so he can't get it, but it doesn't help us a lot. Mining area is fine. Yeah, we can put that down here on steel probably. I will get rid of airliners. Draw another card. That's not bad. We have 3 colonies down, so that's actually quite good. Anything on here that we don't want? Probably Miranda Resort, right? We only have 1 Earth tech. We have Ganymede on hand though. Installation. 6 heat prot. Kind of difficult. It's between Miranda Resort and maybe it's just biomass. Because we really, maybe we need the power. Let's cut installation. And let's get, no, well, we will not get that down. Cut installation. I think we just get productive outpost down now immediately. Gain 2 steel, draw. Optimal air braking is a great draw. Let's cycle out Miranda. Artificial is not needed at all. Even though we have AGT on hand, I think that's overkill. Now we got the steel. We want to pay for mining area. Mining colony. Yeah, he kept that. It's a good card for him. On Ganymede, and he trades there. Okay. Means we can't. Yeah, then we probably will just trade with either Pluto or Ceres next gen. Mining area. Let's take the spot next to a city. I'd rather block the spot than get another plant out of the placement bonus. Highlander might be a good award to fund. But it's still quite early. And if he gets a lot of plant prot, and he also now has a colony on Ganymede, then he can easily swing it. But we can keep that in mind for later. Impact the swarm. Okay, we lose our plants. It's up to 24 heat. Not bad. Okay, next gen we can play Decomposers, Viral, ECF, Urban. That's quite nice. Let's pass. We probably want to get our tiles together and then fund Landshaper. Or Landscaper. Yeah, Landscaper. Okay, he played Design Microorganisms. Yeah, that's what I mean. He can just get plant prot up. And then he could swing that building industries. He's getting really rich. Okay, but he still doesn't have anything on any of the milestones right now. Solar wind power. Use Red Spot Observatory. imported hydrogen. And we don't have that much time left to get ECF down. We need to get it down next gen probably, because he's got 3 heat bumps that he might use this gen. Cancelled the imported hydrogen move. Just passed. Okay, he didn't use his heat. Interesting. Do we want to double down on the microbe combo? I think so. Let's take symbiotic fungus. Bit sad that there's no enceladus in here. That would get pretty silly. Cut strip mine probably. Cut floater prototypes. Don't think we need GHG producing bacteria with this heat prod. We just take symbiotic. Please let Pluto open again. I don't know why you did it the last time, but I very much enjoyed it, and I hope you do it again. He should, like, that should be his highest priority, trade with Pluto all the time. Because he's got so much titanium. 6 titanium prot as Phobolock, that's 24 cash, 24 MC basically, per gen, that he needs to find space tax for. So he basically needs to find like a Phobos space haven every gen. And for that, he needs to fly to Pluto every chance he gets. Because he's rich, like he's got 14 MC prot and 3 steel prot and 6 titanium prot. He doesn't need to fly to Ceres. Okay, now he trades with Pluto. That makes sense. But the good thing is we got 2 colonies there ourselves as well, so we get something out of it as well. So let's draw a card, see what we get. AI. Honestly think it's overkill with Pluto down. It's another science tech we discard, but I think this AGT is a pipe dream. But we can honestly also just discard the biomass combustors. I don't think I want to play it. Well, maybe AGT is not a pipe dream. Maybe AGT is what we want to go for. That's 4, 5, 6, no, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 science techs. So we just need one more. But what do we discard now? Ganymede? I guess we are looking for like more Jovians if we're looking for something with our card draw. We could discard Urban, but it's honestly, it's a point and a plant prot for 6. That's pretty good. That's really difficult. I probably should have kept one more card. In the draft. Like, what do we discard here? This is really, really difficult. It might just be Urban. Let me know in the comments what would have been your pick here. Earthcat, scary. Okay. Do we claim geologist? I don't think we have to. No, we don't have to at all. We can just wait. So let's do decomposers and trade with Ceres. Then we sell, we do viral, we do symbiotic and ECF. We probably do viral ECF now first, so he doesn't like do demos plus GIA or something stupid like that, and we suddenly can't play ECF anymore. I'm really sad about the urban decomposers. I kept that on hand for so long, and it would have been great to get it down because of viral and decomposers. Oh wait, I didn't confirm yet. Oops. It would have been a plant prod, and a point for 6 MC. That's quite good value. That's basically it's heather with a point on it. It's pretty good. Okay, he did 2 actions, 2 action cards, I mean. Right, an ECF. Now we sell, we do symbiotic. Play Lagrange, get AI down. He activated Inventors Guild, bought a card. He has 18 cards on hand. That's really scary. And grass, okay. Means there's another end conversion coming this gen. Let's sell. And let's just do CF. There's the conversion next to a city. There's still nothing he can do in Milestones. He has 1 plant tag. That's not enough, obviously. Okay, I really want him to convert 1 heat so I can get symbiotic down. I have 2 milestones ready to go. Yeah, farmer as well. Wow, okay. I could have quadrupled him. Pioneer Settlement, sadly not playable anymore, but okay, that's just a cycle card for Pluto, which is nice. There goes AI. Okay, let's use AI. Draw 2. Nitrogen from Titan. Okay, we're looking for Jovian Lanterns now, but we're always looking for Jovian Lanterns, so. And do we just do ice? No, we don't do ice asteroid. We want to do optimal first. Let's play optimal. So we could start next gen. We don't want to start with ice asteroid convert. Let's still get optimal down. It doesn't really matter. He now has a little bit of extra information, but that doesn't really matter. Do we just take the milestone now, or can we still wait? We can still wait. What about all of this? I think there's still nothing we can securely fund here. Let's just pass. We need to cut the Earth elevator. Nothing we want to take ourselves, but we can't give the Phobolog with 6 titanium prod Earth elevator. That's obscene. That means we get raided this gen, which sucks. So we need to trade with Pluto and sell first because we don't want to trade with Ceres this gen. What the frick? Okay, Skydogs, yes, please. What? Okay, and we get hired raiders back. He kept industrial microbes. Why? Okay, we don't. Wow, and we get mining area, mining rights. We keep all 4. This is a cycle card. We need to find a cheap Earth tax so we can get Skydogs down ASAP. But we will see 7 cards this gen. We will see 5 from trading with Pluto and 2 from using AI Central. So I hope there will be a cheap Earth tech. Or a wild tech, so we can get this down. So let's trade with Pluto. Pay 3 energy for that. Draw 3 cards. Titan air scrapping. That's almost as good as Jovian Lanterns. And spin-off department is also kind of absurd. Industrial center here looks also really good. Block his path through here. Interstellar colony ship seems nice. Galilean way station is okay. Can get rid of food factory. And now let's sell a steel. So we didn't find a cheap Earth tech, sadly, but we still have AI Central. He played Martian Survey. Sure, he doesn't have enough cards on hand already with 21. Oops, sorry. And activated Inventor's Guild. Okay, let's hope for the cheap freaking Earth tech with AI. Give me like a sponsors. That's a cheap Earth tech, but not one that is of any use. Okay, sadly, we didn't get the cheap Earth tech. So we can't get Skydogs down this gen. That's a bummer. Let's just do that. We want to do Industrial Center on the 2 plants next, and then convert on the 2 cards. So maybe there's another chance. Took 2 titanium off of Atmo collectors and used Red Spot. Now he's at 17 titanium suddenly. Okay. We didn't get raided yet. That's also nice. Means we can spend one of our steel, convert our plans. Let's just check milestones real quick. Yeah, no problem here. Let's take the 2 cards. Still no cheap Earth tech. We should probably raid him now. Take mining rights. Get mining rights down. He did warp drive. Oh, that's not good. And shuttles. Oh, that's really bad. He's at -6 for space tax. Okay. Right. Still, we will do hired raiders. Take his steel. Then do mining rights. Do we do it here? I kind of want to do it here so I can try to connect all of these tiles for a huge landscaper. I could also do it here to block him and take the titanium, which is generally more useful. We have quite a few big titanium dumps on hand. So I think we'll take the titanium, even though it doesn't do a lot for landscaper. And we have like a lot of steel from Ceres as well. He played Martian Zoo. Martian Zoo is scary with that many cards. At least there's no Miranda in game. So Martian Zoo, for everyone who doesn't know, every time you play an Earth tech, you put an animal on here. You can obviously also put animals on there by trading with Miranda. And then each gen you can get 1 MC for each animal on here. So if you have 8 animals on here, this is practically 8 MC per gen. Okay, he traded with Ganymede. He didn't trade with Ganymede. He played market manipulation, which allowed him to increase the level of Ganymede. Okay. I might just do spin-off department, into Titan air scrapping, into Galilean. Let's check this again. Is it 1 out of 5 for pharma? This can swing fast on Martian Pseudo. I need to be careful here. Titan air scrapping down. Okay, we have that. Let's hide our corp and prelude so the map stays here. I think we can all remember what corp and prelude we played. Okay, we need to confirm. Yeah, because we draw a card with spin-off department. Oh, TG. Oh, okay. Full on Jovians now, I guess. It's really good we did discard the Ganymede, and it's also really good we took the titanium prot instead of the steel prot. Okay, he did Porter GHG and immigration shuttles. Okay, we kinda need to take the milestone. Okay. That's annoying because I didn't want to do that now, but it's okay. We were getting around doing it for long enough. Let's do Titan air scrapping. I think I'll still do Galilean way station this gen, even though we still have nitrogen from Titan on hand, which we could wait for. Oh, PSC. That's annoying. Oh, that's really annoying. Okay, that means we can't trade next gen. But we'll probably play energy saving next gen for 4 prot. Hope we find a cheap earth tech and then we can trade 2 times per gen. So let's get Galilean way station down. Still the map moves down here. Okay. Well, then we can also show this again. And we convert heat. Means we can't play symbiotic this gen. We are out of money. We could do investment loan. If we do investment loan, we could also just SP a power instead of playing symbiotic. Probably SPing a power is worth it. It gets us 8 steel next gen. But it also only gets it that amount of gets us this amount of steel 1 gen earlier. He did. Yeah, okay, it's good we took the milestone because he did the imported hydrogen on Martian survey. No, he didn't take the animals on Martian survey, right? No, but he still gets 1 animal on there because it's an earth tech. He took the plants. So we're 15 points ahead at the moment, but he's got a lot of potential here. He has 43 heat stored. He has a lot of plant prot and he has tons of titanium. So we need to be really careful here. He's got card draw as well. Yeah, he's at 4 animals on Martian Zoo now. Conversion probably here on the card. Up there. Okay, that's interesting. So 1 tile here and we are suddenly up to 5 for landscaper. And then 2 more tiles here and we're up to 8. Investment loan into SP power. kind of don't like that much. Investment loan into symbiotic. I think I like that better. He did another conversion, that's why he went over here. We'll probably start off next gen by trading with Ganymede and then converting again for the bonus bump. Pretty good point-wise. That's it. Yeah, look at this. He's only 8 points behind now. Let's pass. He increased the temperature. Okay, it looks like he's now increasing the temperature so that he can go for both the bonus heat bump and the bonus ocean. Methane from Titan, okay. Also up to 4 Jovians. The good thing is we know he can't have Ganymede and TG on hand, because we got those. Martian Zoo. It's crazy, we tripled him, but he's still only 3 points behind. I'll make that 2. And he will have a great start to the next gen by getting both bonus bumps. All right, what do we have here? Cut to Jovian. Usually, this is not a Jovian, you need to cut in the late game, but when you're looking over here, it's a Jovian you need to cut. Really scary setup. So we're looking for cheap Earth tech. Advanced ecosystems is amazing, but we don't have an animal tech yet. Well, we get livestock back. We might just take that. It's also an outlet for a large convoy. So let's take it. He bought 3 cards. Obviously, he starts off by converting. Got some more plans at the end of last gen, so he didn't need to fly to Ganymede to convert, and that will enable him to get both bonus bumps in one go, overtaking me in points. Now the game is also dangerously close to ending. Take another look at this. Highlander might be the one we want. Probably sell and draw. Well, more Jovians. It's just great to know he didn't get them. Cupola City. Can't really fund Highlander though. Because he's got so much plant prop. Does he have immigrant and rover? Yeah, okay. Lava tube settlement as well. These 2 remain. Puts it on there, makes sense. next to Zara City. Probably would have put the cupola here and lava tube there, so yeah. But doesn't really matter. Question is, do we spend 9 MC to trade with Pluto? Or 3 titanium? Doesn't really matter. I think we do. There's still stuff we want to find. Cheap science tech and cheap earth tech. Mainly. None of that in this first batch. Okay, this doesn't do anything. We can get rid of nuke power, I think, because we'll play energy saving for a lot of power prod. Let's just do this. Get the TR. That quantum extractor. More power prod. Interesting. I think it's a bit late for quantum. Heat is already almost maxed out. There's no ward that benefits from playing that. Where you benefit from playing that. Activated inventor skill, then bought the card, okay. Let's use our microbes. Red spot observatory. He's probably never running out of cards. Okay, we want to do nitrogen from Titan. We want to do algae. Nitrogen from Titan first because it draws a card through spin-off department. Let's see what we get. MedLab, okay. That's 5 MC prod. But probably a bit late. Probably we just want to do kelp plus algae. We want to do energy saving though. So energy saving, cell 1, do kelp, something like that. Yeah, let's start with energy saving. Doubt there will be another city down this gen. GIA, okay. Good thing I didn't play kelp. Would have lost 2 more plants. That's obviously a good card for him. Can pay for it with titanium. Huge point dump. And he gets more plants from the oceans. Nuke zone maxes out temperature with it. Interesting. Probably over here. Or over here, so he can get enough plants to convert. Now he takes the spot next to my city, okay. We are now looking bad on all of the milestones, right? All of the awards. That's not good. So let's sell 1 card. Get kelp down. With viral, that's the conversion next gen. But yeah, it's not looking good. He's got still a lot of money left. Sub-Zero Saltfish, so no conversion for me next gen. We have too many cards, too little money. Yeah, that's it. Let's pass. Maybe we just went into too many directions. Jovian's science, we picked up a lot of combo pieces without the economy and the enablers to back them up. We also had the microbe combo going on, which was also kind of expensive to get down. And we were hoping for another Earth deck for Skydogs. That would have really helped. But we didn't find it. So yeah, ditching the lunar mining, maybe that was a mistake, but obviously we couldn't have known. We were drawn to Skydogs. Okay, he traded with Ganymede, picked up a few more plants. We'll use that to convert in between the cities probably, or next to the two oceans. Okay. He now has a solid point lead. He probably should just fund an award as well. Red Camp Factory. Now he's up 10 points. Martian Zoo. Martian Rails, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't know if that will pay off, but okay. It's another stall action at least, so. Okay, that's a cheap Earth tech, we'll take that. That can also easily pay back if you play like CEOs and ICS or large convoy. Also because it's discounted. And then we will trade with Pluto, we will get Media Group down, then we'll play Skydogs and trade with Ceres. And well, now we get all the cheap Earth techs, but this wouldn't have helped, obviously. Noctis farming. These don't matter, really. Got Greatest Carbon Consortium. Don't want to get hit by that. Steel dump. Do we take the steel dump? Do we have enough steel dumps? We have Open City, use Casmar, MATLAB, Artificial Egg. Don't think we need Noctis. Trade with Pluto. Draw our 3 cards. Now we find another cheap Earth tech. Bit too late. Bit too late. Get rid of Arctic algae. Demo's down. Well, that's also not helpful anymore. Get rid of it, I guess. He has protected help, so there's absolutely no use for it. Now let's do Media Group. Better than Business Network, I think. Jupiter Floating Station. Titan Floating Launch Pad. More Jovians. Now he's up to 6 Jovians. That's concerning. He doesn't have IO down, but he could have IO and Wife on hand. With all the card draw he had over the course of the game, wouldn't surprise me. And normally playing IO last gen as a Jovian multiplier isn't that great because it's so expensive. But he's got the money, so shouldn't be a problem for him. Let's get Skydogs down and trade with Ceres. We get a lot of steel out of that. That's nice. Okay. Now we sell, we draw, do a microbe combo, we do Titan air scrapping. He converts. Obviously, we are one plan short. We could just play algae and convert before we do anything else. Do that over here on the cards. Yeah, that's maybe what I want to do. Don't want to get my plants destroyed. Okay, well, that's lucky. He doesn't have IO in hand, that's nice. For us, it's not playable. It's too expensive. But it's great to know he doesn't have it. There's the wild tech we needed. We still can make use of it. We can do research coordination, and then AGT. Traveler Award for Jovians and Earth techs. Maybe we can do something there. We have quite a few Jovians on hand, but yeah, not hopeful. Let's sell first. Let's draw cards. Trade envoys. Okay. That means next gen, theoretically, we could trade with Pluto and get 6 cards. But yeah, it's probably overkill and too late for it. He's 16 points ahead. We have good stuff on hand, but not enough money to play all of it. He activated Jupiter floating station to put a floater on it. Okay. He'll probably use Titan floating launch pad and put another floater on it, right? Or Red Spot Observatory to draw first. Makes sense. Okay, let's get a TR and put microbes on decomposers. Sub-Zero Saltfish activation. And skip the second action. Okay, well, I can do that as well. Played security fleet and skipped. Why does he skips all of a sudden? Well, AMC. We got all the Jovian texts suddenly. Farming? Farming skip? Question mark. Does he want to see if he can end, maybe? I have a lot of cards on hand. I can definitely stall a bit. There's another cheap Earth tech for Traveler. Business network and sponsors can both be useful for Traveler. Like, play AGT and both of them are free. We skipped the second action again. Okay, well, we can continue the skipping game. I can play that game too. I don't know if he has enough money to end. Like, he probably need towing a comet to be able to end here. Lunar exports. That's just basically a play for Traveler. And 2 plant prod. Okay. Well, let's get sponsors down. Did he skip? Yeah, he skipped. I can also just can. Let's see if he responds. I don't want to do 2 actions without him doing 2 actions. Okay, let's see if he does. Spaceport, that's a good card. Traveler is probably the worst milestone he could have funded, right? With this plant prod, Landscaper and Highlander are probably better. Most event cards played. Oh, I guess he doesn't know what I have on hand. And probably Blacksmith would have been the best one for him. He did Spaceport and Martian Zoo. Okay, let's do Business Network. Take a look. Advanced Alloys. Yeah, that pays off really quickly. Landscaper Award. Yeah, makes sense. Glad I didn't fund it. We need to sell cards here. Sell hackers. Let's do MATLAB. He's down to 5 cards. Trades with Ganymede. That gets him another conversion. He can SP1 to get to 13%. But he can probably not end. Like, Towing Incognito is the card that he needs to end here. But if he had it, he probably would have just played it. Like, if he's got that on hand, then it's obvious he can end. Let's overpay by 1. Let's get that down over here. Draw that card with Spin-off Department. And sell Trade Invoice. Standard Project City. Yeah, okay, he's got no intention of ending here. That's good to know. I want to sell 1 card so I can play AMC. And then we're probably done for the gen. Oh, there's wife. Okay. And let's just sell power plant probably. Get AMC down. He's at 12 traveler tax. I'm at 9. But he's also 30 points ahead at the moment. That's probably unlikely to be swung. Spaceport gives him also another trade with Europa. Okay. And I think that's it for the gen. Let's pass. Yeah, he passed as well. Okay. Well, now we get Jovian lanterns. It isn't a space tech, so we can pass it. Rather cut solar probe from him. Underground city, honestly, also kind of scary. But yeah, solar probe should be the one. 10, 11. Do we have... We have optimal air braking, so that's actually not bad. Mars U as well. Cut underground city. Take these two. Do we take them, or do we just spend our money on the cards we have on hand? We probably just spend our money on the cards we have on hand. We have enough cards. We don't need them. Even though they are good. They're not that good. Because of the money we need to spend on buying them. Okay, with what does he start? He starts with converting, which scores a lot of points for him. And mangrove, maxing out the temperature, maxing out the oxygen. So yeah, that's a lot of points. We'll probably do we do livestock large convoy just so we can get the point of the last ocean? Probably. Livestock on its own is already a 2-point card. Then large convoy is a really good card as well because we're credit core. Let's put that here. Terraforming is complete. Draw our cards. Add the 4 animals to livestock. Draw another card with spin-off department. Obviously, import nitrogen is also amazing. He did Jovian lanterns. He should just trade. Should take the good trades now. There's no reason to do this stuff first. I will trade. Titan is also not bad because it gives me basically 1 more point. But here I get 6 steel and here I get 5 cards. That's better than 1 point. Although we could block Titan from him because for him it's 2 points because of Jovian lanterns, right? So yeah, probably I'll do that. The steel isn't that great. We have quite a bit of steel and not that many good targets. Like Eos Chasma is the only really good one. But what are we trying to find with going to Pluto? Not that much good stuff left. We have all the Jovian multipliers that are out there on hand. Yeah, probably we do Ceres and Titan. Yeah, decline then. Okay, sorry that it doesn't work. Okay, let's also take a look at Traveler again. We have 4 techs behind. He did Red Spot Observatory and Jovian Lanterns. Okay, I think we do our greenery over here. And then we will start doing our actions. So let's draw first. Space hotels, that's cheap Earth tech. Or relatively cheap at least. Inventors Guild. And activates Titan floating launchpad. Now let's do business network. Magnetic field dome is not necessary. Livestock. ECF symbiotic next. Jupiter floating station. We can sell a steel next. Still 30 points behind. It all hinges on what cards he's got on hand. If we can flip Traveler, and he has not, like, if he doesn't have any more points on hand and we can flip Traveler, then there's a chance we can win. But it's very slim. Oops, clicked too fast. Because even if he doesn't score any more points, scoring 30 points from our position is quite difficult. Gene repair, okay. Next up, I'll probably do imported nitrogen because it draws and gives a lot of money back. We drew another cheap earth tag. That's really good. Let's get that down first. Okay. That means we could play this for draw, but probably not necessary. We'll do Ganymede Colony next. It's another. No, we do ICS next. That's another draw and gets a lot of money back. We get on this big space events, we get 10 MC back because of optimal, media, and credit core, which is bonkers. Okay, he trades with Pluto. So we see 2 more cards. That one can go immediately. And another one, Space Station. That's a good one. So we can discard ore processor. We'll play that one first. And then get ICS down. Trees. It's an okay draw. 24 points behind. Plantation coming down. That's a good one for him. A lot of points. Traveler, 3 tags behind. Another conversion for him. Still 29 points behind. Yeah, it's probably not doable. Another conversion. Do we? We are at, wait, undo that. I want to see how many plants we have. We have 14 plants. Advanced ecosystem gets us up to 17. 17 plus 4 gets us up to 21. 24 are required for 3 greeneries, which trees can get us, and no other combination of the bonuses on the board and any other cards can get us up there. So we don't need to pick like this plant, and we can pick this one up later. So I go here where I get a bit of money back, I think. Yep, let's go there. There's no chance we can do anything on landscape, all right? Yeah, we're 7 tiles behind. That's not happening. Okay, then let's do Ganymede Colony next. Okay, sadly, that virus is useless. He trades with Ganymede, picks up a few more plants. 5 more cards on hand, let's see. There was a lot of blind drawing. Oh, molecular printing is pretty good. There was a lot of blind drawing, so maybe he has a few dead cards on hand. We'll need to see. COs on livestock. And sell ice asteroid. How are we looking on Traveler? Two tags behind, so TG and Space Hotels would equalize it, not flip it. There's a Blacksmith Award, okay. I wasn't able to fund anything. I was behind on all of the awards. He cancelled that and funded Highlander instead. Yeah, that one is harder to flip. Blacksmith with a few cheap production cards can be flipped. Highlander not. It will be a pretty high scoring game from both of us, but he will get it. Quite certain now. Yeah, that's still 27 points ahead. He's scoring as well as I do in this last gen, sadly. So let's sell Zeppelins. Let's just do EOS Chasma with the steel we have remaining. If we do 4 steel, we have 4 left and can play Artificial Lake for free. That sounds like a plan. "25 microbes and decomposers is quite nice. Or greenhouses. Well, he's got good cards on hand still. Not a lot of bad ones. We're not playing Titan Shuttles or IO Mining. Titan Shuttles would be if we have only have Ganymede Colony down and we will get TG down, so this would be a 3-point card for 18, which is not a good conversion rate if you compare it to my other cards, although it could be the card we need to flip Traveler. So what we probably should do is just sell a card. Probably will sell this one. You can just play Virus for cashback. And a microbe. Nothing. Yeah, if you didn't know that, you can play Virus and just elect to do nothing. So if you can't hit your opponent because he has protector tabs, you can still play it and just get MC back from Media Group. Okay, he played Media Archives to get a shit ton of money back, and that money he used to put another city down. Well, that's not good. That also means we can flip. We can flip Traveler, right? Oh, he got another. No, Media Archives was another tag. Damn. Damn, that's really not great. Sell floater leasing. Let's play artificial lake for the point. Martian Zoo. Still not running out of money. Martian Zoo, molecular printing, Martian Rails, media archives. Those all gave him so much money this gen, instant money. It's funny, I tripled him on Milestone and he funded all awards in response. Okay, can we even afford Titan shuttles plus TG plus space hotels? This costs 14, this costs 24, so that's 38. Yeah, we can do that. Bushes not amazing. Let's sell IO mining or whatever, floater. Tech. That's 24, 32, 36. Can we start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Oh. If we play space hotels, we sacrifice advanced ecosystems, which really sucks. Can we do... No, we can't convert next to an ocean. That's also bad. Because we could have played advanced ecosystems to get some money. Ah, we can convert here. Maybe that helps. So this costs 6, basically. 24 plus 6 is 30, 34. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we only get to 32. Well, that's a shame. Oh, we can sell one more card after playing TG because it draws us a card. Well, the jig is up. We cannot afford it. Damn. Let's just get TG down. He has 0 cards on hand. We will have 11 plants. So advanced ecosystems doesn't give us a conversion because it gets us up to 14. That means it's 4 points because of decomposers. Space hotels, which equalizes traveler, is 5 points. So playing space hotels is objectively better. That means we're only 11 points behind now. And now we can sell 5 cards. What do we sell? Probably sell everything except small animals. Play that. That's another point on decomposers and another point on its own because of viral. And yeah, we got it. I feel like we got it reasonably close. 9 points behind now. Obviously, the last conversions will get them over 10 points ahead. But it was a high-scoring game from both of us. Over 130 points for me, over 140 points for him. He will reach 150, I think. But yeah, the setup here with a ton of titanium prot was just crazy. Our start, I mean, we had the two colonies on Pluto in Gen 1, but being able to trade there cost us a lot, and we didn't have a great economy from the get-go. So that was probably the problem. We had great card access, but not a great economy. Even with the great card access, it took us a long time to find 13 points behind in the end. Okay. That was well played by him. GG. Although there were a few puzzling decisions with a few cards in the draft and so on, he still played it well. Yeah, we were looking for a few crucial tags. We were looking for a cheap science tag. We were looking for a cheap earth tag for a while. But that really isn't an excuse. I think the problem really was that our early game was slow. We weren't able to get a good economy going, in part because of the preludes we got. Like Polar Industries and Biosphere Support really aren't great preludes if you're playing with colonies. You either want a great economy preludes like Allied Bank and Metals Company, or you want Power Prod. We got none of that. Then obviously the colonies early on were nice, but they just gave us card access. There was no Luna in game, for example, and we didn't draw enough early building tags to help our economy to make great use of Ceres. And then I think that was all a bit unlucky, but I think there was also some optimization potential on my end. I think I went in too many directions with the microbe combo, the science, optimal error breaking on all the media, all the event rebates and the Jovians. I probably should have thrown out one or two things there, focused on the rest, and probably, yeah, that was the thing I could have probably improved there. Other than that, I think it still showed the strength of Pluto. It's ridiculous how these colonies games sometimes develop if Pluto is in game. We both had such great card access. I saw so many cards. I mean, I found 3 freaking Jovian multipliers. I found AGT plus the relevant science tags. There was a lot of stuff going on there in that game. So it really was fun, but there wasn't really a chance I had there in the end. Last gen, I scored really well in the last gen, but he just kept scoring as well, even though he was running out of cards and I wasn't. So yeah, still, I hope you enjoyed this gameplay video. I am still quite obsessed with colonies on BGA. I keep playing it on my own time as well in turn-based games. But I feel like the games, they develop into a bit of a mess with all of this science and engine stuff. So I still need to improve there, but it's at least a lot of fun. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of colonies on BGA. And if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and consider subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one, guys, and goodbye.